megacycles by authority of the Federal Communications Commission. A test program follows. For you who are trained technically, I need hardly say that there's still a number of problems to solve. I guess you know them as well as anybody knows them. But I think we've proceeded far enough to justify the statement, at least, that these technical problems are not insurmountable. We are operating on a frequency of 52 megacycles by authority of the Federal...
Hello to everybody watching. We're here with the Can't Touch Dis Keyforge Quiz answers. First of all, a big shout out to the 32 people entered. Amazing turnout, great to see. Hopefully we can keep increasing that for the Can't Touch Dis people. 71% of people got the first riddle and 18% got the second riddle. That 18% really showing the level that they put into, that Houdini puts into these quizzes. And a big shout out to all the Can't Touch Dis crew, but I've been told specifically to shout out to Houdini. The rest of the name is really hard, is beyond my pronunciation. Vojagic? I can't with that. What's up, Sheepooch? This isn't an actual quiz. These are the answers to quizzes that have already happened. And second shout out goes to Alexandra Shepevlev. Shepelev. Alexandra Shepelev. Who has been in the running to get the winning spot twice. There are 6 potential winners, but we'll go through them afterwards. So we'll start with quiz question 5. Quiz question 5 here was, what is the guaranteed way to take your opponent off check? Now, there are many ways that people could have gone on this. Mars is the most competitive answer because it's the best way to take your opponent off check. Hopefully, as well as I'm a bit woolly headed. Yeah, so don't worry. It's going to be a lot easier. There's a reason I've done it this way, Shipuchu. Don't worry. Okay, so so Mars is the way that most people would do it IRL in an actual event, whereas Brobnat is a lot more risky. Yeah, I mean, you could sound the horns into Lion Fist and into Flame Fist, but the guaranteed way to do it is to attack with Quixo into Tioga, because you need Tioga off the board. Then when you attack with Tioga, you attack with Dextra. You draw a card. That's why there's one card moved from the deck. So you attack with Dextra. Dextra will Tioga dies. Dextra goes to the top of your deck. After doing that, we'll then use Chaos Portal to go for Logos. Knowing that Dextra's on the top of your deck. And Dextra comes in, captures 1, takes your opponent off check. You don't draw anything, you don't really gain any more momentum. But that is really the only way to do it. That was the correct answer. It's not just because you didn't get that answer doesn't mean your answer was wrong. It just means it wasn't correct. If that makes any kind of sense. Just because your answer was not the right answer, Can't Touch Dis we're looking for, doesn't mean your answer was wrong. There are many ways you could handle that situation, but the 100% way to keep your opponent from foraging was to go with the logos play. Now here, Can't Touch This asking you for a very justification. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So what Can't Touch This are asking you here is they want you to have complete board control. They want you to take control of the board, take control of Amber, and just make sure that your opponent is not having a fun game. And the answer pretty much secures that. Okay, so what you want to do first? Play Phallic Strike. The targets do not actually matter here. No matter what the target is, the Phallic Strike is going to go through. So I went for a Hunting Witch. I then exalted on the Legionary to take out the King of the Crag. Then using Tribute, capture 2 onto capture 2, exalt, capture another 2 onto the Legionary. Then play Exile. This is where it gets tricky. So the Exile target is where everybody kind of got a bit confused. When me and Chris were going through it, Chris went into Exile, comes after Kirby or Medic Ingram, or just get rid of one of the big. I chose to go for Lilithful with like 20 Amber on it. But the correct target, according to Cant Touch Dis, again, just because you got a different answer doesn't mean you're wrong, is to go for the Legionary. Now, this is where people might start to realize what the actual answer is. So, you then drop Orator. Now, Orator has the fun ability of it comes in, it exalts the 2 creatures next to it, and those 2 creatures are considered to be Saurian. You then fight or Reap for Lilithful, doesn't matter, I'd go with Reap, and then use that ability to stun Legionary. You then fight with Snag into Legionary, forcing your opponent to have to call Saurian, where their only option is to unstun the creature. Because it's got Cloaking Dongle, Snag takes no damage, meaning that no matter what happens here, next turn they're going Legionary, and you've got a Snag, you've got Lilithful, step back up, and Lilithful does have Stunner, so every time Lilithful reaps or fights, they can stun a creature. And what you've created here is a perpetual cycle where your opponent is locked out the game. You fight or reap with Lilithful. This forces Legionary to get stunned. You then fight with Snag. So you reap with Lilithful, stun Legionary. You then fight with Snag into Legionary, and your opponent then has to go Saurian, and then has to just unstun the creature pass. Your opponent's not having fun, and it's going to be a very long, drawn-out game, but they cannot do anything other than put up with you. And that's the annoying part. Next turn, you can go Rock Grub, and you can start whittling away the Amber. You can go 3 Fates and get rid of the Giant Sloth, the Headhunter, and the Fire Spitter. But the main thing is that lockout is there, and there is no answer to that lockout. And that is the answer that 6 people out of the 32 got. And that is something that me and Chris hinted at when we were saying, when we were talking about dead houses and moving over, but we didn't have the answer at the time. And to me, it just it's a play that didn't occur to me because it's a play I'd never do, but it is so nasty. It just locks your opponent out of the game completely. Does that make sense? But have I explained that? John, are you here? I know you're asking about the answer. So unfortunately, John, you are not one of the 6. But that would be the answer. Right. But I do have... Ooh, What happened there? Very professional stream. You keep media source keeps messing up. Let me just fix that. Give me a second. Emerge! Circle of power! There we go. It's not censored. It is now! Yeah, John, I imagined that you were going to be in it. But it does make sense. It's the most optimal play. And when I was told about it, I was like, that's dirty, but I can understand it. So, we have Alex Slotnick. We have these names. We have Francis Zek Zapsquawis. I'm as bad as Chris at this. Alexandra Shipelev. Jose Maria Meldano Bessaria. Justin Russell. I think I got that one right. I think I got Justin Russell right. And Andrew Kong. So this is the lovely Wheel of Destiny. It will completely decide at random who is going to be the winner. So quite a short stream. I just wanted to explain the answer and spin the wheel. So let's spin the Wheel of Destiny. Ooh. You would have to cut it out, wouldn't you? But yeah, that is Justin Russell. Justin Russell of Team Sloppy Lab Work USA in the Cote League has managed to get himself a Polish deck that will be sent out by the Almighty Space Pope. Blessed be his name. Hopefully, I don't know when the next quizzes are coming out. They got some work in there. Andrew Kong has suggested some stuff that they're going to get work in there. As soon as these guys have got it on there, as soon as these guys have got it published, we'll get it out in Discord. We'll get it out there because these puzzles are so much fun and we love having a go ourselves. But yeah, this is literally just a quick stream to go through the answers, pick a winner, and just check in on how everybody's doing. Because yeah, it's just a lot of fun. Right, I'm going to send you guys over to the Keyfrogs because I like the Keyfrogs. They're some fun guys. And I'm going to head off and do some editing. Thanks for joining me, guys. And I hope that cleared everything up for you. Goodbye. Oh, I have an end screen. We have a brand new